Master Mage, Season 1, Episode 22. Even Fang turned to be a giant, Lei didn't seem to hesitate to attack. Lei was way filled with anger. His hands moved around, and continuously, Lei threw his punches to Fang in the face without hesitation. To Fang at the moment, he felt no pain after getting those dangerous attacks, they were just making sounds. Fang smirked at the angry Lei fearlessly. Lei got more irritated. He was getting angrier to punch after punch since he could not hurt Fang. But he didn't want to give up. He put up another fist and threw it towards Fang. Fang could not stay still. Seeing the chance, he snapped his finger towards Lei. Why Fang think of a finger snap would take down the multiple hands and heads Lei? That was a weird fighting method, but Fang had his point. By lifting up his finger, Fang felt that his body was full of energy. He could make Lei fly away just by a finger lay. As a result, Lei's body hit the door and flew up it along. Just by the outcome, we could see how strong Fang was at the moment. At the moment, Sam from the back was very excited. He yelled out how cool Fang was. In contrast, Master Jackie had a butterfly in his stomach. He was very nervous as if he was the one in the fight. He knew very well that Fang merely maintained his giant state in 5 minutes. Master Jackie reminded Fang for not gloating at the moment. Fang should focus on ultimately finishing Lei. Understood what Master Jackie had reminded, Fang knew that once he lost his giant body, he was unable to win over Lei. His own life, as well as the lives of the others, was going to be in Lei's hands. Regarding Lei, after being thrown out of the door, he got mad. His eyes turned very red as if he wanted to swallow Fang as soon as possible. Fang had to take action. In a blink of an eye, Fang walked closer to Lei and just 2 steps away. His hands put together, he tried to use his inner powers. He mumbled the incantation and spelt it to his legs. He stamped his one leg and broke the ground instantly. Lei rushed towards Fang, but Fang was able to dodge quickly. He lifted up his other leg and stamped towards another direction, breaking another ground area. Lei continuously attacked Fang, but Fang didn't seem to want to attack, but all defense. What does Fang tend to do? He was trying to set up a dragon trap without Lei's noticing. Lei had gotten in a dangerous trap. Lei looked around confusingly. Fang had successfully put Lei in his trap. He busted to laughs and spoke out that Lei would receive his punishment in no time. What Master Jackie was afraid of was right. After putting the evil Lei into the dragon trap, it was no longer than 5 minutes. Fang's body had lost the aura and returned to its standard form. A few moments later, Fang felt that he got no power left. His legs could not stand, he fell to the ground suddenly. Just a few seconds late, Master Jackie and his apprentices, as well as Yan, were not able to keep their lives. Seeing Fang get back to his standard form, Lei wanted to go out and continue the fight. He madly yelled out that he tried to break Fang's bone into pieces. Seeing Fang was struggling in the dragon trap, Fang was delighted. The trap had quickly formed the invisible walls around Lei so that he could not get out and grab Fang. Once he tried to put out the hand out of the invisible wall, his hands got covered by a weird power. He wanted to get back his hands, but it was too late. The power had tightened, and he grinned his one hand. At that moment, Lei realized how dangerous the trap was. He had to step back. His arm had been cut off to his shoulder. The most terrible loss for him was as he was losing the bloody maggots. From the wound, countless bloody maggots had come out. Out of a sudden, Lei stepped back to stay away from the invisible power in front of him. Still, he accidentally touched the power from behind. His heel had been cut out instantly. Lei realized that he had been surrounded by the trap. It was like he was stuck in a huge invisible ball. The ball was shrinking, and the power pressured Lei's body. Lei's body got destroyed once the magical ball shrunk. Eventually, his brain popped out. The dragon trap worked well. Lei got trapped and was unable to escape. He was about to be destroyed very soon. Everyone was able to give a light sigh. Finally, Lei got what he deserved. Except for our great master, Master Jackie, he still got nervous. His heart bounced faster and faster. Even though Fang felt down far from the ball, he could sense that whoever came closer to the magical ball could be hurt. Lei got stuck in the middle of the magical ball and was cut off. His flesh and blood were everywhere in the place. Lei's body was turning to a pool of black blood. Inside the dragon trap, the blood was pressured and spinning around. It was like a bomb. The pool of black blood got exploded out of the blue. The black blood explosion had scattered the blood to people's faces and clothes. They were all unpleasant with the blood and maggots. The other people could cover their faces with their hands, but Fang had no power left to move his hands. As a result, his face filled with black blood and disgusting maggots. The maggot even came inside his mouth. It made him want to puke out. At the moment, Master Jackie was still in doubt. He had no idea whether Lei had died. By looking around the place full of black blood and maggots, he thought that Lei most likely had been exploded with those maggots. Behind the dust and smoke, they saw something. Everyone was amazed. Lei's body was exploded but not his head. The head looked very typical, as if nothing had happened earlier. It was even staring at Master Jackie with an angry look in the eyes. Fang shouted out that Lei was not dead. The young man was afraid that Lei would form his body back by using the bloody maggots, then take revenge. They would die soon. Master Jackie still kept his calm. He coughed out and said that the head was the only thing Lei had left. The dragon trap had killed all of the black maggots. The head was useless at the moment and unable to relive. Nothing for Fang to worry about. Lei was still alive. He stared at everyone. His left black blood had merged and formed a long body that looked like a snake. But instead of taking revenge, he crawled out the door.